Hello, so this is my second attempt at making a backpack rig for my GoPro, and I will say that this second version is way better than the first one was, simply because it's more rigid. It has more stability once the GoPro is mounted onto the end of the pole that comes out of the backpack. I used a Camelback Lobo backpack. I did not take pictures of it as I was building it, but I'm going to tell you how I did it and what I used. Inside of this, which this backpack is perfect because you can fit 2 GoPros in this bottom piece down here. You put SD cards, any other kind of stuff. You know, tons of little pockets. This here's the pole here. I'm gonna move it out of the way. This is what I used on the inside. There's another pocket up here that you can put stuff in. So it works out perfect as far as carrying other stuff that you may or need or want to take with you wherever you're going to use this. Inside of the Lobo, I used 3 main components here that I had to put together. This right here, this right here is a cutting board. Now, I had a lot of trouble finding the right size cutting board to fit in this Camelback. There's tons of them that are not, that they make that aren't wide enough. They're either not wide enough or not long enough, or they're way too expensive to make it cost effective to buy one to use for this. I wasn't wanting to spend $30 on a cutting board to cut up into different size and put into a backpack. So I had to wait. It took me probably 2 months before I finally found one at a Goodwill store. But this is the bottom of the handle right here where that is, and I cut out the complete top of the handle and kind of made a little piece that sticks out here to fit into the part where the hose for your Camelback reservoir would come out. And then I teardropped it and rounded it out to fit in the base, the bottom of the bag, so it's real snug. The only thing that I could have done, I think, which I'm going to do to make it any better, is cut out some of this to alleviate some of the weight. Now, onto this stuff here. This right here is actually the 3rd leg of a tripod. I took it out of a tripod, and it extends out. I took off the foot of the tripod and screwed in a ram mount ball so that I would have a socket joint for this right here. These ram mounts are awesome. They're amazing. You can turn it any way you want. This piece right here came out of, or was part of an assembly for mounting a laptop in a car. And so underneath this right here is a long piece of aluminum, which is really thick and it's pliable, so you can use that to help adjust, as well as the head that was already on it. I just, super glued and added the attachment for my GoPro onto the flat piece here, which I had to sand down smooth to get so that I could make it be flush. But this whole thing right here is pliable. You can bend the whole thing, but it's pretty thick and it's really hard to bend, so it's pretty durable and stiff, which is the key here. It holds and it's steady. It doesn't bend when you're running or jumping. I'm not saying that it's the most steadiest thing in the world, but it definitely doesn't have a bunch of give to it. It takes a lot to bend it. Like, I can't do it with one hand. Back to this over here. This is mounted diagonally. The 3rd leg of the tripod that I dismantled, it mounts diagonally this way, so it goes over my shoulder. And there's 2 of these. There's one down in here. You can't see it. It's down inside here that is holding this pole to the cutting board. Let me get a couple different angles for you so you can see how this extends out and can be adjusted. So here's one view that we got from our fine model here. She's 8 and she's wearing an adult Camelback, so it obviously doesn't fit her just right, but you get the idea here of what's going to happen as far as the angle you're going to get with the GoPro. Because of that ball joint and because of the head up here, this thing is completely adjustable. You can move it any direction you want. You can have it from the side, and I'm going to show you a couple different angles. This is with both extensions of the tripod extended, or both sections of the tripod extended. The third section is inside the backpack mounted to the cutting board. In this position, you would have to flip internally on the GoPro so that it records upside down. Or you could do that in editing as well. This right here is an example of it with one extension out, but it's the second extension in it, so it's more rigid than the last one. Jump up and down. See, and this backpack is sloshing around on her back. Okay, stop. So it's got quite a bit of movement, but when you use the straps here on an adult, this one here, and then the one down here, which is way below her waistline, it's pretty rigid. I'm gonna put some video that I've taken using this within this video and show you how well it works. Here's another angle you can create with the tripod leg fully collapsed within the backpack, and it's a neat angle. It's over her shoulder, and this is basically what you're going to get, plus the 180 degrees, 170 degrees that GoPro provides. So, you know, depending on what you're doing, water skiing, jet skiing, riding a bike, wakeboarding, snowboarding, metal detecting, fist fighting, whatever you're up to, it will end up being a pretty cool angle. This angle here is with the backpack on upside down. Now, as I said before, it doesn't fit her very well, the backpack itself, but on an adult it would work. And that's just to get a different angle. You can also turn the backpack around and wear it on your chest and get it, you know, just to work whatever angle it is that you're trying to get, and have hands-free viewing or hands-free recording from your GoPro.